Good morning for myself today. It's Wednesday. It's approximately 10:30 in the morning. Yesterday, I went for a walk, a couple of kilometers, a couple of miles, bike ride actually, and I bumped into a church. My grandfather was a chicken farmer. Actually, we were all chicken farmers, and the reason I'm bringing this up is the cross on top of the church fell down and they were going to put it back up now after a few months. They built this to put it back up. They built that turkey. Look at that rooster right here. See this? They're going to be putting him up. He's on top. Look how tall he is. You know what this is over here? It's hard to show you, but there's a cross. Well, there's a cross down here. It's an 8 or 10-foot rooster sitting on top of a weather vane. Rooster. Rooster. R is 18. O and O is 30. Should we do this together? I already did this once, but I'm going to do it again. 30. 15 and 15 for the rooster. R, 18. R and O says gold. O and S says bones or half. Half, S-O-O-S, O-S-O, 656-156. Jesus 74, Christ 77, 151. See, 151 is a reflection of 59, 959. 959 is 1776, 888, 592 times 3, 444 times 4. See, we don't do the 5, it's skipped. The only way to do the 5 is to get to 1775, and it actually is 1775 minus 4 minus 1 plus 4 minus 1, which goes to 9 and 8, H and I, which comes together, which comes to A and D. A plays inside D. This comes over here to 6 times 296. And then we get 8 times 222, and then we get 16 times 111. Okay? 16 is the last number because there's a world tier and a world tier and a bridge in between, right? They put a rail around this one. This world turns and these tracks turn. These are the only motorized track turning Earth to turn around. Here's the bridge between the two. Doesn't matter how much this one turns. We're going from the center to the center. The only thing the center does is it moves from here to here as the rails move. 6, 14, 16, 18, and 6 is 24, 25, 26, 6, 14, 15, 16. Hold on a second. 3 times 2 is 6, right? 4 times 4 is 16, 36. 8 times 2 is 16. 6 times 6 is 36. 4 times 2 is 8. Whoop. 4 times 4 is 16. 3 times 2 is 0, 6. 8 times 2 is 16. 1 times 6 is 0, 6. So the maximum I'm going to do is a 3, 6. See, if it was a 9 and 9, the maximum I'm going to do is an 81. But this is very low. There's no average over here. See, when I multiply things, you have to multiply things to find out your max. And your multiplier is 3. You see, I did it times 6 over here is 36. Well, 6 times 6, 36 is half of each other. This is the perfect world. Half of each. Can we multiply something else to get another half? Yes. 8 times 6 is 48. This is half. 6 times 6, which is equal, makes a half. 6 times 8, which is 3/4, makes a half. 4 and 8. Are you following the understanding? We're learning how to balance our numbers, how to make halves, how to make parts, how to fill things in. So 6, 14, 16, 18, 18, and 8. There's something wrong here. This has to come out to 28. 7, 15, and 9 is 24. 28 and 9 is 20. 28 and 9 is 38. No, there's something wrong here. What is it? What's wrong? What's wrong? 6 times 3 is 1800 times 24, 1776. 7, 15, and 9. 9 and 15 is 24. 28, 37, 38, 39. We're not counting this one. 39. 7, 15, 20, 24, 26, 28. 28, 39, 28. E-I-N. E-I-N. Fifth letter, ninth letter, 14th letter says D-N-A. 5 and 9. 5 and 9. S, 19. N, 14. J, 10. S, 19, 29. Okay, this number S, 29, 39, 43, 53, 62. Okay, this is not where I wanted to go. Anyways, E-I-N, 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 and this one over here is S and T. S and T make 39. I don't remember the mathematical number that makes 39, except Saturn number 93. By 9 by 3 is 27. 9 and 3 is 12. What is your first 12? Your first 12 happens. A, B, C, D comes together like this. 3 times 4 is how it all starts. This is how it all starts. Starts just like this. This is the dividing shape. 3, they put this line 3 inside 2 squares. 3 and 4 equals to what? Equals to 1 and 2. 12 and 7, because this now becomes the gateway over here. What is this? This is 5 to 6. It's also 180 and 45, 225. Rooster, O and O, 15 times 15 equals 225. It's 21 quarters. If we have 21 quarters here, we need 19 quarters, New York, Kentucky, in order to get to 1,000. 40 times 25 is 1,000. How do I know? Because now I'm talking about the roll of quarters. Golds equals to perfect patches, perfect positions, perfect everything, perfect cells. This equals to 33. This equals to 24. 66. This equals to 57. The roll of the moon. The moon roll, or roll 'em. Let's take the camera angle. Don't forget, we're projecting this way, the movie. From here, this whole back is what projects. This says Einstein. At the same time, N-E, which means birth, or E-N. It's actually E-N-D. Entity, or it's E-N-D. Okay? D equals 04, which is combinations of an AC entity. Neptune. Einstein, 1776. The cycle of the moon, 2 times 28, 56, which takes part as A and B, which is A and B 56, which comes from 4 times 3 is 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you get 56. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You start with 3 and 4. 3 by 4 is 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2. The reflection to the 7th gate is 6 and 5. Now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you got the cube made all at the same time. What scenario do you want? Numbers tell numbers, okay? You want to understand L and L, how it goes together? Well, maybe we should go down to Florida, University of Florida, and see how L and L face together. How equals, okay? Equal EQ, 5 and 17 equals to 22. U is 21 equals to 38 and 5, 43, 44, 54 equals, seems to equal to 56. 56, the same thing as 3 times 4. 3 times 4 is 12 equals to 46 plus 7 equals to 53. 3 times 4 is A and B. Now, these two numbers, right? When you now take 4 and 5 and you put it together, 4 times 4 times 4 times 4, 256. No 3 and 4. 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 is 512. No 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 worlds, right? But we're also always going to do the 2, 1, 2 world. Did I put this over here? Did I design this? 2, 1, 2. Yes, I did. I'm going to design this over here. 2, 1. I know I designed. Yes, I designed it right here. This is the 212 band across the shirt, and I'm only doing that. You think I'm doing that on purpose, right? You think I'm just putting those numbers there on purpose? No, I'm following the grid of the calculator. 4, 9 minus 4 is 5. 5 minus 4 is 1. So 404. So I put 404. 7 minus 2 is 5. Minus 2 is 3. So I just put 2. Oh, but I put 1 because I wanted to show that they're evenly divided. Why are they evenly divided? Because once I stretch this down here, I've got this one from the top right, and I've got this one from the bottom right, so this side is equal. Really, to divide this, I should be dividing it this way, right? Well, this part gets 4 and that part, but no, I'm getting the same thing as them. We make it different. We take it and we do it this way. We take it, we connect, we divide it this way, down the center here. Dividing it down the center makes these two a pair. It makes these two a pair. It's 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4 in every corner. The one spirit is what enlightens everything up in the center here, the band around the center. What would be the band around the center? Well, the band around the center, you see the half mark, shows me the same angle as this, 2, 1, 2. This one over here was number 6 before. This was 8. This 6 and 8 is 3/4 of each other. 2 and 4 is half of each other. So we run in half and we run in 3/4. And here we're running 2, 1, 2. 3 and 2, 5 and 4. This is 3 and 2, and this is 5 and 4. Satan, Einstein, 5 and 4, 95. 4 times 1, 4 plus 1 equals ADN, DNA. The DNA split. The rotation that turns in the middle that matches these two. The reason we have these two is because there's been one that's been connected to ours, a continuation. Here's the DNA strip that connects everything together. That would be the only way. This marking of an angle shows you are advancing. This way you're not advancing. This way you're going advancing. I'm not sure how to exactly explain it. What is 288? Well, 288 is the cycle in all 4 areas. Area 8-2, area 6-2, area 2-2, area 2-4. Now let's say this is area 02. This is area 022. This is area 024. This is the 9 lives of the cat, area 024, and this is area 023. Why? 2 times 3, 2 times 8, all working out of the 5 position. 5 is actually saying half. Every time you multiply something by 5, it's half. Every time you multiply something by 9, it becomes 9 again. Every time you add something to 9, it becomes the other number. They're telling you something directly. 9 plus 5 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. Did I have to say anything else? I don't have to show you. Then the question is, well, what does it mean, Mr. Tackpans? Ronald, what does it mean? Is there any significance in our lives? Well, you know what? In order for us to do certain things in our life, we need scientists, right? People who are knowledgeable in the area to be able to use that number. If one person uses it, it might change the whole world. Imagine Alexander Graham Bell, George Washington. Imagine the guy who invented the red light. Imagine the guy who made a dice. He takes the dice and he says to you, ladies and gentlemen, all you ladies and gentlemen, we're going to make these roll. And everybody's going, roll? What do you mean, roll? They don't roll. No, you throw them. They pop around like crazy little goons, and then they fall flat on their backs. Dice. Not a ball, dice. Square, does it equal precision? Rounds. Does it equal the niceness of the roll? Have you ever turned anything around? It usually just turns like this, right? Anything square, wouldn't it just go, it's like this. Square goes square, right? And round goes round. Now, this is an artist's tool of understanding how to make movements. Do you see this over here? You see these over here? This opens up. They open up. See this over here? That's where the gateway is. They have this on the Mayan Sanskrit. The same thing with these. These are just S's, an S over an S over an S. In between all the S's, right? The center of the S, it comes in 3 pieces. Everything comes in 3 pieces because it's the center piece. The 2 corners are exactly alike, but it's the center piece that makes equal padding between the 2. 2 times 2 plus 2 is 5. 4 times 1, 4 plus 1 is 9. 9 and 5, E-I-E-I-O of 2 cubes. We have 288. The most you can go is 2. 4 says you've gone to the other side. So if you go 2, right? 2 of 2 equals to 144. 12 times 12 times 2 equals to a total of 5760, or the year 2000 equivalent. At the same time, 2 times 8 is 16 equals 7. 2 times 8 is 16 equals 7. 2 times 2 equals 4. 477. Now, the thing about 747, 747, 7 by 4 is 28, the moon. 7 plus 4 equals to 11. 11 and 28 equals to 39. 28, 39, 28, Einstein, and the cycle. And this is the running of the clock, 1,440 minutes in a 2-day period, and then the second day in between, and then another 2-day period. What is that 2-day period? That is Wednesday. It's Monday, Tuesday, and then one day is Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday. Those are your 5 days. Now, why do we do the skip of 4? The skip of 404 or 414? The skip of 414 divides the two sides. The 4 of 404 adds the two sides in the cycle, running them together. This being 0 to both sides. The total is 8. The span is 8. The in-between is 7. In between here and here is 7. The total numbers used here is 9. To add up, it is 8, and the in-between is 7. So when we look at the dice cube, when we look at this dice cube, there is one number here with 8 arounds. Well, there is one here with 8 going over to 9. When we look at the dice cube and we find 2 over here, missing 7 numbers around, 7 blanks, well, the difference between here and here, the in-between, is 2 to 8. But the in-between is only 7 numbers. The in-between is 2 and 8, and that is the cycle. The in-between of 1 and 8, which must run through 5, which is 3 and 4. Here is your 3 and 4. This would be 45 minutes, 135, or talking about 7:30 at night. 4:30, 7:30 at night. Let's say 7:30. I'm going to work it at 7:30. And at the same time, this would be 7:30, or 7.5, or 7.5, G and E. G, letter, 12, 1 and 2. G and E, right? The minute you connect this one, you connect this one 5 and this one 3. Here's 5, here's 3. All of a sudden, these two are connected. Boom, 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 boom. You're missing these 4, the L, the P, 16, and the L, 12. It's a big number, been coming up a lot lately. 3, 3, and 7 have been coming up a lot. And that's Nibiru's number. That's Nibiru's number, 7 and 3. It comes after 2 and 8. Now, 7 and 3 comes after 2 and 8. You see 2 and 8 in between, the top left to the bottom right, they're exact. They're the exact polars of each other. 5 to 3 is 5 to 7. 202. 2020. Nibiru is a reflecting sun, a reflecting wheel that makes another wheel run. The colors that change from yellow to red, turning to orange, turning to a light yellow. It's all in a simulation between mist. Remember what water does in the air. So we understood this number over here. So again, 288, 288. If you go 1.25, why 1.25? Because this number over here eats from a 360 degrees over here. You see these over here? If it would all stop here, right? On this one here and this one here, this one, 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 this one. 3 corners, 252, 11, holding 1. 17, holding 7, 717, the gateway. 19, holding 9, 19, holding 9. This is magic square. Magic square says 19 and 28, 6 and 5 is 11, and 8 is 19. 19 and 9 is 28. So these 3, 19, holding this 9, 28. That's your 47 of the moon right here. 5968, 101 and 2. 101 and 202. 101 and 202. Instead of 2020, we don't need 2020. We're on the other side. Now we add these up, 288. And remember, sorry, I mentioned something. I forgot to mention something. I did 202. I did 212. Now I'm going to do 414. What does 414 do for me? 414 brings me from Sunday, okay? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We skip on Thursday this time. Okay, we skip on Thirsty Day instead of Vain Day, which is Friday. We skip on Thursday, right? And then we go, look, here's Thursday. Then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. This is the 1. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. We get a total of 9 days skipping on the center day. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we go and 1. Otherwise, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. The skipping on the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. The 10th, we start on the day of the chosen, Tuesday, and center C, right? But this is the closing of the 10th day of the Mayan, right here. The next one goes like this. We close here on the 10th day, and then we go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. And then 1, 2, 3. And then we go to 4. And then we close on this way. And after we get to 9 weeks, right, in this formation, we will accomplish this one time. First week goes, second week, third week, fourth week, fifth week, 6, 7, 8, 9. 81 days it will take. On the 90th day, okay, we finally finish these numbers here. You know what that means? It means this. It equals to exactly this. 90-day seasons, 4 by 9, 360. Do I need to ask myself a different question? Those are the answers. These are the possibilities of reason, but this is the reality. It's the only reality. The dog, the cat, the thunder. The dog's out in the rain. He swims in the water. He helps the fireman. The cat goes to the desert, buries his DNA in the sand. The cat goes to the desert to bury his DNA in the sand. Everything dries out. You don't know what happens. No more moisture. No more rainforest. No more dog in the sky. Dog is 26. Cat is 24, equals to 50. The cat won't even go in the bath. The dog will jump into the bath. T, which is a connection, 0. The 20th letter equals 26. T equals 26. It is in the E family. It equals to T is one portion or 1/4 of. You see the T? To the left side and to the right side, right? It is below and it is above. But when it's below and above on both these sides, they're equal in between, right? Here they're split apart. But every time you have a T, you must always bring a point. All the points must always come together to the next level. This point will raise to the next level. The fire hydrant, in French, they say it's a beautiful fountain. The cat sprays, right, to mark its spot. The dog digs up its earth. The dog buries its bone as its prize. The cat buries its shit as its prize. And the reason, because it's information. The cat is constantly picking up information. They don't lose their fur for one reason. They lose their fur for many reasons because they communicate. They communicate with the spirit vibration. If you want to look for something, we're going to take 2 letters, L over L, right? We connect them together. Since I know this bottom line is here, the top line goes there. Since I know this is here, I know this is the center. Since I know this is the center, now this has to be a reflection of the center here, and this is a reflection of the center here. 202, 404 must be equal in all ways. This will become the letter E. And H and I. In between makes the H and the I and L. As you create this, the line going up here, the line going up here, you see the E? See the E inside of it? It says hell. This is the word for hell. So if you ever see this in one dimensional, or if you see this in one dimensional, this says hell over here. This letter over here, which is the S, remember there are some letters that play inside of other letters. This letter over here, the S, is a conglomerate that will create the word hell because one of the sticks goes over here and the other stick goes over here. The brace between the two will say hell. I'm just trying to see if there must be something in here that I did. It's over here. You see this? The first level starts up over here, the razor blade, 147. The next level starts over here. So when I say, let's start 1, we bring 1 down to 6, but it's below 1. It's not on the top of 1. On top of 1, it becomes A. It becomes between 1 and 4, 4 reaches down to 6. This is your H and your I. Inside your I, you automatically have your O, your C, and your C, it says cuck. What is above? The rooster. What is above? The H and the I. Right over here, when we change it around, 2, 3, 8, 2. If I would make it even lines, I would have to go 2, 5, 8, 11, or 2, 5, 8, 2. I have to, the H, okay, height, I'm guessing and assuming and putting into a scenario that we start at 2 and we end at 2. Okay, the same thing here. Remember, we sit on top of the last brick and we write under the first brick. So if we write under the first brick, we must finish on top of the last brick, which is the first brick. Don't forget, when we do bricks, right? When we do bricks, we put bricks down on houses, right? Like this, we connect the bricks just like that. And as we connect the bricks, like over here, they're like little dogs, right? They're little dogs they're little dogs that are like sort of facing each other. And you can just come up with these dogs like this because that's how the bricks are done. At the same time, we have the goalposts over here for 3 points. 1, 2, and in between is the third point. At the same time, if you really want to look at the brick, it's 5. Half the brick, the in between the brick and the other brick is 5. What does this do? It's a lock. It locks this one to this one to this one. Number 4 in the center to 3 and all around. Why? 3, 3, 3, 3. Where's number 1? There is no number center. This part was broken off of all these to give me space. 1 from here, 1 from here, 1 from here, 1 from here. Here there's 3, 3, 3, 3. Here there's 4. I'm not going to play with these over here. I'm only going to play with this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 over 6, leaving 4. 3, 6, 9, 12, 16, sweet 16. Bring me into light. Rubik's Cube. A face of 9, 6 faces, 54. 54 by 9. There are 9 positions on a face. There's 9 positions on a face. Unless you want to go just with 4 positions, we could. Because the reality is it's 4 corners for 360 degrees. So it's 6 by 4. 6 by 4 equals to 24 and 30 for creation. Now we have 54 spots, right? 54. 9 times 6 was the 54. Gave me this answer over here. Now what we're going to do is, since we have 54, instead of having 54, we now have 24 times 9. 24 by 9 is 216. It also has to add, this is 486. This is 282. I think that's the cycle of the moon. 272. Is that what it is? 9 times 24 is 180, 236. And 9 times 30 is 270. 270 or 260, but it doesn't matter. The dog is 260. The cat is 240. The difference is 20. One of those differences of 20 is this. You ever see this? You ever see this? Well, the difference is this. This is the difference. Why? Because this one becomes 80 and this one becomes 20. Why? Why? Because of the corners. These 4 corners, okay, that created this, right? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 1. 4 times to 1, but it counts for 2 sides. It's this half or it's this half. This one goes for this half, and this one goes for this half. It's half and half of 3 corners. 1, 2, 3 corners. You see, when we split it, and split it that way. I got to explain why. I don't remember why, but it's 3. Oh, yes, because it's U plus 3 corners, right? U, the reason we split it, although you're only here, right, this is your vision. So if you move your vision into here, right, then this would only be your vision, 1/4. Moving these 3 up over here, or taking these 3 out and putting them in here, or taking these three out and putting them in here, leaving 3, 1, 3. If I take these three out, and I put it here. Okay? And then I take this one, and this would be my 313, and this would be the only way I'm working. I'm living. Not living any other way. Don't forget, it's 1, 5, 9. So I'm not living. I'm either living on this side or this side, and this is the way it comes out. 3, 1, 3. 3 corners, 1 corner, 3 corners. Now there's more about the dog and the cat. There's more. The cat is 24, the dog is 26. This will equal 6 and 8, okay, which is 3 quarters. This will equal 8 and 12. This is transmission. This is halves. Okay, this is the connecting of A and B. 4 times 3 equals 12. Two areas of 4. 1 and 2 equals to 3. They're equal. They're double of each other. They're exactly perfect, dog and cat. Even though this is two different, they both get 20, and this one gets 4. This one gets 20 and gets 6. East, west. East, west, 4 and 6. 2 times 4 is 8. 3 times 2 is 6. 4 times 2 is 8. 3 times 2 is 6 equals A and B. A and B create C. Dog and cat come together. One comes in the rain, the other comes in the sand, burying the information within the mind or stealing the information within the mind. 8 by 12 is 160. 160, 0 equals 6, 166 within the light. This will equal to 19, the spirit. Spirit comes in the cat. Another thing I wanted to mention is imagine this was the ocean. Now imagine the cat lives all over here, and this is all water. Would you say this is a dog? The dog is the water. The cat is the land. What is there's something in there between the water and the land, because the water comes out of the sky and it interrupts the land. It falls onto the land. So the dog and the cat. It's an information exchange network. I can't exactly explain it, but I can tell you that I wrote all over my other page. There is one thing I mentioned it before, the ocean beach, the prince and paws lost on the sand because of the water. There's no more sand prints in the water, right? The water knocks out the prints in the sand. We bury our poop. And what I wanted to mention now is male and female. Dog buries the bone, cat buries the poop. The difference between woman and man, 38, 28 equals 66. The 28 equals to the word man. Man is in woman. 38 is inside church. 38 and 28 equals 66. 6 to the left, 6 to the right. Even sides. The woman is in the center of the two sides, or she is above or of the two sides. The woman controls the two sides of man. Well, that's what it shows here. Either the woman is evenly split on two sides, man here and man here. Woe, W up here, two sides, W up here. And then man here and man here. The W is up here because it's a controller. See this over here? This goes for all sides. And so this comes down here, and this comes down here. The same liquid passes over here. Same liquid comes out of here. So this is what woman is. Cats can jump and listen. Dogs can jump and listen. I'm just trying to see. At the same time, 2 times 6 is 12. 2 plus 6 is 8. 1.5 times 8 equals to 12. 1/3 of 6 equals to 2. 4 times 1/3, 4 and 3 equals to 86. 4 and 3 both fit into 12. 4 goes into 8. 3 and 8 recreates the woman. I'm just going over a few things because I'm a little behind here. I'm probably going to do this again. Oh, the piano. I'm going to do this after, not right now, but I'm going to do the piece in the piano. Words. This and that. If you take a look at it, it looks like his and hers. See his and hers? It looks like Hitler's. His and hers. Toilet accessories. Things we can share. Things we can share in the house. Toilet accessories. ABC, ABC, right? Is this ABC? No, this is ABC GHI. It's equal. The thing that comes to this is 11. 11. I have to do 11, and I'm going to do it in another video because most people won't come to this area in the video, so you don't mind where I am with this. I need to do 11. It didn't show up. Maybe it'll show up in the next one. Maybe I'll turn it into something. Hold on a second. I'm going to show you what 11 is. No, I don't have it anywhere except for here. 11:011. Well, this, and this is 34, and this is 34. 3 and 4. Number 34, like I've been talking, right? 1 equals to 34. And I've been talking 3 and 4 all over the place, and I forgot. These two together equals 68. 0 equals 64. 30 and 30 plus this equals 64. 34, 64. 98, 34, 64, 98. The high sky of 11. 11, right? The number 11 equals to the word 63. 11 equals 126, the dog pound. Remember on your keyboard that the pound key is on the 3. Where you at is on the 2. The money sign is on the 4. 4 and 3 come together. 2, 5, and 8 is where I'm at. The percentage of the dividing hat of 6 and the star of 8 brings me between 0 and 9. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You never get to 0, do you? Watch this. We start at 0. Let's start. We want to go 9 to 0. It's easier to count 9 to 0, right? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That's your 10, right? Why do we count 0? Because we're not counting forward, we're counting backwards. I'm going to have to do this video again. Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. We are counting backwards. You cannot mathematically, you cannot naturally go forward to 9 and start at 1. But you can go to 0 and back to 9 because it's sort of been pre-understood that way. But we don't go to 9 when we get to 0. After 9 the first time, right? We go to 9, and after that we go to 6. 6. Right? Why do we go to 6, 6? Because of the clock. 6, 6, 6 is counting 9 backwards. 0, 6, 0, 6, 0, 6. Raphael. And that all represents the same thing, Saturn. Thank you for watching. In the year 5776, 3 plus 4 equals 14 times 3 times 3 times 4 times 4 is 2016. Now I don't know. 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 4 times 3 times 3 times 4 times 4 times 4.